So, do you want to know about my most recent failure? Of course you do. You can't help it. It's a trigger. We all want to know about everyone else's failure because it means that we don't have to go and fail ourselves. So, if you want to know, you're going to have to park up and wait for a few minutes. Actually, maybe in 4 minutes. And I will tell you all about it. Because first, I want to tell you about a historic failure. One that comes from a decade where pretty much all I did was fail. So it was probably 1997, I don't actually know which year it was, but I got a job. Amazing. I got a job at a prestigious architectural company. Don't worry, my job role was not prestigious. I was a receptionist, but it was pretty good money. I was going to be well paid and I was excited because it meant that I could finally just have a decent job and support my art. So not long after that, just a few weeks later, I got sacked inexplicably. It really was inexplicable. Most of the time I did a lot of jobs and I was shit at most of them and I knew I was shit at them. But this one I was all right. I was good. I could answer the phone and I could talk to people. And so I didn't understand it. I was gutted. I was devastated. It was really, really bad. And not only that, a couple of weeks, or it's actually, I think it might have even been that weekend, I was due to go to my sister's hen weekend. And that was going to be expensive. It was going to be boat trips and limos and clubbing and just a lot of money. And I was worried about money and I was depressed. Now, my dad said to me at the time, he encouraged me to go. It's my sister's hen do. So he said, go, and he gave me the money for it. And he also said, don't tell anyone that you've been sacked. And this just filled me with shame because that makes it seem like it was my fault. I must have done something wrong. If I can't tell anyone, it's obviously my fault. So, but I did. And it was also actually incongruous because we've been brought up to not worry too much about what people thought of us. But I went to my sister's hen do, fully intending to follow my dad's suggestion and not tell anyone. However, I'm not very good at hiding my feelings. I'm not good at hiding my feelings now, and I was actually even worse when I was younger. So within an hour, inevitably, I just told everyone that I got sacked from the job. Now, one of my sister's friends said that she had a friend who just happened to have moved from Wales to London with her partner, and the two of them had built up this record company called Juno Records. Hello, whoever's just come on, you're actually the first person. I'm already halfway through my life, so let me know who it is. I'm talking about failure. You might want to rewind this. This friend of my sister said her two friends started this company, Juno Records, and they were always looking for people to pack cardboard boxes up for these records. Hey, yay, packing boxes. My dreams were finally coming true. But I was happy to think that there's a job possibility. So when I got back from the hen weekend, I got in touch with with this person. Hello, Fiona Smith. Thank you for being here. I hope you're enjoying this. Anyway, so I got this. So I got this. I got an email back saying, "Yeah, come in, start this week." So off I went. I went to start this job, but it was actually all right. It was packing boxes, left alone. You could listen to music and just chat. And then at the end of this week of packing boxes, Juno Records, which was an Angel, in North London on Upper Street in Islington, overlooking the whole of North London. And at the end of the week, the whole space just became a party space. So you've got all these people you could just listen. You've got basically every single vinyl record by all these independent artists that you could listen to, played by all these young DJs who were there trying to, support whatever they were doing music-wise. And those two people, the bosses, Rich and Sharon, became the most significant friends that I was going to have over the next couple of decades. So had I taken my dad's advice and not told anyone about my failure and kept my failure like a massive shame, I would have never met the most significant friends that I was going to have, amongst the friendships I was going to have over those 2 decades. What's this got to do with you? Well, and what's this got to do with failure? What's it got to do with my current failure? So last night, I was supposed to be performing at the Arts Depot in Finchley with 2 other actors and comedians, and it didn't happen. We didn't sell enough tickets. This is very different from the failure I just spoke about, because obviously this failure is very much more my fault because I was promoting it. I don't think I promoted it enough, and I miscalculated a number of factors really. So it didn't happen. And this makes me think, what has this got to do with you in terms of failure? Well, I think, and in fact I know, that as British people, we really, really discourage failure. We say that we go on, try, we say the words, but we don't really say it with any conviction. We don't really believe it. When other people fail, lots of people are secretly glad because they've tried something that they haven't. And we discourage it and we're afraid of it. And, you know, failure is horrible. It's a lot of the time it's uncomfortable and it's wounding on your ego. And I certainly felt pretty crushed on Tuesday. And I've had this time to process it because I knew the gig wasn't going to happen for a few days. But this is where I want to go with this. If we could encourage failure and see it as being an opportunity for growth, where you ask the questions, what have I learned from this? What am I developing? Where can I develop from this failure? Then our life's going to be so much more empowered. If you've been listening all this way, yeah, you are live, Paulina. I'm coming to the end, but thank you for being here. So I was just talking about failure and fear of failure and how we can really use it for momentum. And I genuinely believe it. I'm not always there myself. I still hate failure most of the time, and my ego is very damaged by it, but I'm not going to let it stop me doing what I want to do. I accept it. If I could embrace it, that would be brilliant. Anyway, I want to leave you as a thank you with an Einstein quote to do with this. Basically, failure is success in progress, which is so simple but so brilliant. Failure is success in progress. And it's true, anything that requires skill, anything at all, requires failure to go through that. So if we could get comfortable with that and enjoy it and embrace it and just see it as progress, we're going to empower ourselves so much more. So that's what I wanted to talk about. If you have something you want to do with your life, if you are still afraid of failure, whatever kind of failure it is, join me in my group, The Life You're Born to Live, because the next session I do, hypnosis session on the 3rd of November, is going to be reframing an emotional failure that you feel is an emotional failure to give yourself momentum to move forwards. So yeah, join me. Thank you very much. Thank you, Paulina, for being here. Thank you, and thank you, Fiona, for being here before and then going. Thank you for going. Thank you for letting me fail. I appreciate the feedback. Anyway, yeah, if you have listened to this, if you found any use for it, please let me know. I constantly bump into people say, oh, I really like your videos. Let me know. It's been really nice. Just let me know.